Hello everybody and welcome back to the Guiseley Youth Academy save on Football Manager 2023. Not 2022 as I said in a previous episode, but yes, we are back with the Guiseley save and the season has been odd, I think. It's been inconsistent is the word I'd use. Let's dive in and have a look. So looking at Sky Bet League 1, we're currently 9th, which is pretty decent according to We're Guiseley. We've played a lot less games than everyone else other than Forest Green, who have played 23. We've played 22. The average is probably 25. A couple of teams in here on 24, 26. Generally, all the teams we were meant to play in a little period around Christmas time, because for some reason our pitch was waterlogged for about 3 weeks in a row, and that coincided with FA Cup week, which meant every time the FA Cup fixture got reorganised, and that pushed all the league fixtures way back. So we are 9th, but with potentially 4 games in hand on 3rd and 4th, 3 games in hand on Bolton and QPR, we find ourselves 8 points behind AFC Wimbledon, who... that basically means in our 2 games we've got to win them and then win another game to overtake them. But we are 9 points behind Oxford United, which is winning 3 games and would go above them-ish. Probably go on level. Although 3 games we could easily score 5, get a +5 goal difference, so would go above them and still have a game in hand. So the table is a complete mess at the moment. Yes, we had a very good start. We... very much dropped off, dropping down to 14th, but we very immediately shot back up, and we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. We have just lost to Wigan Athletic, which is very annoying. But if we look at the schedule, it's not been too bad. We're actually playing Oxford today, which is ironic. I didn't know that. But yes, Forest Green, we drew them in the FA Cup second round, drew 2-2 away at their place, won 3-1 back at our place, and now we have Plymouth in the third round. Not the big money tie I was hoping for. But hopefully we get through that game and that will be the 4th round, because man do we need it. If we look at finances, 1.57 million in the mud, that's not that different. Dave, don't be worried, it'll all be natural. But if we zoom in onto the right hand side and I move my head, they've decreased the wage budget quite significantly. They've decreased the wage budget by around about £5,000, which is very irritating, because we've just given a load of new contracts to our players, and now we're really above the wage budget, which is, hang on, that's the wrong one, really pissing the board off, although we're still an A+, but we are pissing the board off. So, yes, we've got to that stage in the finances where we're not getting in enough money, so they think the best way to solve the finances is to lower the wage budget and don't spend as much on wages, which also means... we're loaning out loads of people. People that you wouldn't expect to be loaned out. Let's try and have a think here. Who would you... Joe Moore. Joe Moore's gone. He was sort of in and around the first team. He's gone out on loan. He's going to get a bit more first team football out there as well, and should do pretty well in the National League North, to be honest. Shane Tarmy we touched on previously. Graham O'Brien's gone. Omari Brown was one that was not too far off playing for the first team. He's dropped down, so he's getting some game time in the National League North as well. Georgios has gone back to Cyprus. He's getting lots of game time out there. 12 appearances, 1 assist, 6.92, which is good for him. Rocco Trineri is still at Gillingham, although I think his loan is just about to end. Maybe they extended it, but I can't remember. But yeah, if we go and have a look at the transfer centre, Les Knight, we're going to send him out. He's not really playing for us anymore, and he's got a big wage, so we're going to get him out. Scott Mullins from the youth team. Eddie Healy is in the first squad at the moment, but he's going to go and get some game time. Dara Duffy, he's going to go out as well, and Tom Stevens is going to go out the attack midfield right. He's already out on loan, but Telford want to extend it, so that is what we're going to do. And all of that is sort of helping our budget out a little bit, but yeah, it's been interesting. In terms of goals, it's all press up there again with 11. Cameron Thorpe is up there with 11 as well. Shane Stitt with 8. Rocket with 5. Fearon with 5. In terms of assists, we have 7 for Fearon, 6 for Stitt, 5 for Curran, 4 for Whittam, 4 for Rocket. Whittam up there is a surprise. I didn't realise he had scored that many. 4 for Rocket, 4 for Faulkner, and 4 for Lewis Salt as well. Top appearance maker. Lewis Salt has played 26 with 1 sub-appearance. Scott Lloyd has played 26, so he's being edged out by 1 substitute appearance. so far. But yeah, it does mean the first team squad is looking a little bit thin. Kaminsky now up with the first team. A lot of you will be delighted about that one. But yeah, we've done all right. I've gone into the preferences after being told and then repeated, thank you, to change the attribute sort of threshold. So there'll be a few more greens on here. So for our level, we can see what is very good and what isn't very good in terms of player attributes, which is lovely, isn't it? And Kaminsky is very good at being fit and jumping high and accelerating and teamwork and tackling. So yes, he's been getting a few more games up here and doing well. A 6.95 in his 3 appearances. He's been doing well at right back. But yeah, overall, the finances are the struggling point at the moment. And I'm hoping that something changes that, like a big tie in the FA Cup 4th round away at Man United, so we get half of the gate receipts of like 90,000 people. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? In terms of general life, though, everything is going pretty well. Oh, that's what we're back for, isn't it? Youth intake preview. Here it is. Fullbacks. We have at least 3 of our fullbacks have plenty of promise. 2 right backs, 1 left back. Lovely stuff. One of our centre backs looks promising. Good. A central midfield top prospect, which is good. Wide midfielders that look good prospects. Attacking midfielder to keep a very close eye on. Wingers have 2 very handy prospects. Wing backs are rated very highly, which is meh. Wing back left. Don't mind. Not fussed by that. Striker appears to be short of the required standard. And E. The intake lacks quality in goal, and we have no defensive midfielders coming through. So, yeah, I mean, what do we make of that? We make of that hopefully the wingers, the striker, the centre backs, and the full backs, and the central midfielders are really good. Although the central midfielders won't hurt. Well, if we get rid of the central midfielders, it might be a change of formation. I hope not, because I've come accustomed to our 4-2-3-1. But yeah, Nathan Austin is getting his 2nd intake at the club. Let's see how it all comes through in March, which will be probably on us like a snap, to be honest. But yeah, other than that, yeah, not too much to go through. The club are generally still doing very well. We're still predicted to finish bottom of League One, and I'm hoping we'll be in and around the playoffs this year. Facilities-wise, exceptional academy coaching, but average youth recruitment, average youth facilities, below average training facilities, basic corporate facilities. We can't increase the training facilities because there's no money. There was also a comment that said, you get loads of Cypriot people coming through the club. Yes, we do. I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is potentially one of our staff is English/Cypriot. But I've gone through and had a look. See, Scotland, Jamaica. What else have we got? We've got England. I mean, if I go to all, there's a much easier way to do this, which is add insert column, general, second nationality. Right. So what you need to see is, okay, so we've got an Antiguan, which is nice. But yeah, no Cypriot. So I don't know where that's coming from. I honestly have no idea why we continually get Cypriotic players. Cypriotic? We'll go with it. Cypriotic players coming through our youth team. But we are. There you go. I am a little bit concerned with the plight of the finances. Means we may be selling people like Jimmy Curran, some of our better younger players. Maybe Taron Allpress. He has been putting in good seasons, consistent seasons in League 1 and League 2. So someone might go for him. At the moment, there's no real interest in our players. Bertrand did have some transfer interest in him, but that's cooled off a little bit. We obviously are in the January transfer window, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. Shane Stitt is probably the one that will probably get sold. In his new contract, his agent would not do anything without a 300,000 release fee. So that's an interesting one because his value could be as high as 425k. He is clearly one of our better players. At 21 years old, it could be a struggle to keep hold of him, but we will wait and see. Anyway, let's get into the game against Oxford. Oh, and for everybody, don't worry, Malik Priestnell is still here. He's here. We've still got him. It's all good. He's got 1 goal in 11 games, averaging a 7. He's still playing. Don't worry about it. He's here, everyone. There was so much panic in the comments about Malik Priestnell. No, he's here. Don't worry, he's still playing. Right, let's get into it. We're going to go and play Oxford, who are very high up in the table and a very good team. Okay, this is how we're lining up for it then. Lloyd in goal, Kaminsky, Priestnall, Johnson and Faulkner at the back, Bertrand and Salt in the middle, Rocket on the right, Curran in behind all press and Stitt starts on the left. We're just going to make a slight little tweak. I don't want him chasing the ball against Oxford. They're better than us. Kaminsky is just going to drop down, as is Faulkner. We don't need to push them on as high, and we're not going to counter press. Let's try and keep a bit of shape. We're still going to keep our lines and stuff the same, but I feel like that makes us a slightly more defensive, which should help us out a little bit as we go into this game against a very good Oxford team. It is a very good Oxford team. The other thing as well, just while we're going into the game, is that the youth players, with us sending quite a few more people out on loan, more youth players are getting games. I think we've given out 38 shirt numbers this year, so there's been quite a lot of rotation, because generally I only give shirt numbers to the senior squad and then just keep adding in the next one when youth players get called up. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's go and cause a few upsets. We like that little team talk where we are the underdogs. So let's get out there. Stuart Faulkner looks happy. Tim Rocket is pleased. It's by Kaminsky just keeps his composure. He's just like, boss, I know what's going on. Ah, yes, I've been tweaking. So we're back into 2D. I don't knock it until you try it, because 2D is the best way to see tactical changes you need to make. But when you're doing a video, 3D is better. I will admit 3D is better. But they, at the moment, are all over us, and Lloyd is having to make his changes. We still ask him occasionally to do those big long kicks early, but in this pouring rain, he's going to have his wits about him. Good tackle from Kaminsky. Trying to look out towards Rocket on the right. Couldn't find him. McNally. Tobin. McNally again. Over the top. And, whoa. Well, the goalkeeper came a long way out. Didn't get on it. Pickford's round his man. Pitchford. It's 1-0 Oxford. 3 minutes gone. That is not ideal. What is it with early goals on camera? Like, I make these little tweaks. I think I'm all clever. And then it all goes wrong. All goes wrong, doesn't it? They've had 5 shots inside 10 minutes. Okay, it's all Oxford at the moment. Kaminsky tries to put a cross in it. Deflects off his man. Salt can't get there. Markle is just going on a lovely run in the pouring rain in Kaminsky. What a tackle from Kaminsky. Love it. That's the athletic American at the back. Curran. What was that as an attempted pass? Markle puts it in. Faulkner. Kaminsky gets it away. Stitt flicks it on. No support for him, though. We're getting a little bit... Oh, are you joking me? It's a wonderful tackle. It's been offside. He's offside. I was going to say, it's a wonderful tackle at the back. Just watch this tackle again. So Appleyard flicks it on. Richards is there. Great tackle from Priestnall. And Pitchford had the whereabouts to just dink it over the goalkeeper as it falls to him. Yeah, get out, Football Manager. As if someone in League One could do that with that much composure that early on. Right, sod this. It's not working. Wing back, attack. Wing back, attack. There we go. Ball winner midfielder. Just go and chase them down. Go and win the ball. Get counter press on. Don't let them have loads of time on the ball. Right. Oh, hang on. Take this off. Get out through the middle. No. We'll come a little bit non-wide. Don't play it as wide. I feel like it's given the ball back to them where we're trying to clear it wide a bit. Salt, good tackle. Kaminsky goes long, all press into Rocket. Rocket over the top looking for all press again. Bertrand keeps it alive. Out to Rocket. Yeah, see, that's the early crosses that aren't really working for us in this one. Isaac goes long. Pitchford is now looking for a legitimate second goal, and Lloyd touches it round the post for a corner. And, right, our little changes have now been made. That swung in. Priestnall, great header away from the centre-back. And the shot wasn't far off, but 15 minutes gone. We've made some tweaks. We need to see some XG, please, from the Guiseley people. Nope, not happening. Richards, free kick over the bar. Come on, Guiseley. We are doing nothing in this game. We are doing absolutely nothing. The only thing I can think we can do is try and keep the ball a bit more. Possession. 29% possession. Yes, don't hit early crosses. Shorter passing, standard tempo. Don't rush it. I know we're 1-0 down, but yeah, don't rush it. Try and get a bit more possession. Not a good tackle that. Tobin put it through. Good interception. Salt, Curran up towards all press, but can't do anything with it. Over the top. Markle's there. How has that got through? Who is this guy and how has he got 22 goals in bloody January? It's the 1st of January. And he has 22 goals. 22 goals. I mean, he's all right. He's got 15 goals in the league. 15 in 20. He's only got 6.9. That is bonkers. That is absolutely bonkers. He doesn't look like he should be a 22 goal a year striker or 22 goal a season striker. But there you go. It's all him at the moment, isn't it? It's all him. I don't know what we do here. What is going on? That is one of the worst halves of football I have ever seen. And Bertrand was like, boss, I think we played worse that time when we got beaten by Bolton last time on camera. Absolutely unbelievable. Right, we need some changes here. We need some changes. Stitt not having a good game. I don't know what to do, though. That's the problem. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to go very lower league. We're going to go very lower league. Fall back on support. Fall back on support. Curran out here on the left. Rocket down here on the left. 4-4-2, people. 4-4-2. We're going to try and basically hit them on the counter-attack. Thorpe, up front, attack, all press. Pressing forward. Oh, you don't like being a pressing forward anymore. Deep line forward on attack. Winger on attack. Rocket, winger on attack. Go long again. Yeah, go long. Pass into space. Get the ball forward as much as we can. We can hit the early crosses with 2 strikers up there. Happy with that. We'll go standard width. We want set pieces. Counter press. Let's go quickly to the flanks. We'll press up. We'll step up. Don't want to trap them inside anymore. And do we want to step up? Maybe we don't want to step up. Maybe we'll just do like this. Standard mid block. A standard mid block. And get stuck in. You know, Sean Dye shit. That's what we're going to do here. All right, who's not having a good game? Johnson, Faulkner, Priestnell. Kaminski's playing fine. He's the only one of the back 4 with any sort of respect at the moment. But 4-4, F in 2. Let's get out there. Shane Stitt off. I was just bigging him up, saying he's probably our most likely chance of a high-profile signing or big-ish money signing. Let's see, the 4-4-2. Is it going to work? Johnson, Faulkner, Johnson. Oh, Thorpe's in space. Thorpe! He's offside, but that's such a pathetic finish. Such a pathetic finish. But it has shown that we can potentially get in amongst them here. Salt, Priestnell. Looking over the top. Can't quite get there. Bertrand picks it up. Curran. Nope, that's not what I asked you to do, Curran. You're a winger. Run down the wing and cross it. I'm going to take off early crosses. I think that's the thing that's letting us down. Salmons, Chalk. Markle. Kaminski couldn't quite get the ball. Salmons, Chalk. Salmons again. Into Chalk. Up to Isaac. Over the top. They've headed it down. Pitchford's in. 23rd goal of the season. Honestly, this guy, I don't get it. I don't think he was that good. I mean, Faulkner's had a shocker losing that header. Priestnell just turns off. I mean, let's get, confirm that change and then make loads of subs. Right, you guys have asked for it. We haven't got a striker to bring on. Dominic Johnson's on a 5.8. Wow. Okay. Whittam can come into the centre if he doesn't really like there. Hashtag save Dave Mills there. Tim Rocket off for Irakose. And that is 5 subs. This has been one of the worst games I think we've ever played live on camera. Like, this is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic from the boys. Right, Thornton goes long. I mean, what? Okay, I was going to say he was offside. He must have been offside. He was offside. At the moment, it's a 3-0 drumming, isn't it? Chalk, Thornton. Good header from Jones. All press. Great ball to Curran. That's more like it. Thorpe. Oh, my God. That is so poor. So poor from Cameron Thorpe. He's our joint top scorer this season with 11. 11. Our strikers have got 22 goals between them. Their striker has scored 25 goals. God, I wish we could buy players. No, I don't. I'm really enjoying the series. But, you know, figuratively, I wish we could go and buy a world-class striker. But, a world-class striker, I'm in League One. But we can't do that. What we can do is lose 3-0 to Oxford and lose quite a lot of pace or distance in the... you did yourself proud. I don't like what I saw from that team. That was horrendous. Well, we've lost some distance in the league battle for the playoffs. We didn't drop a position though, which is good. In fact, not a lot has changed in that. I think we can still go on a decent run, and when we come back in March, be challenging for the playoffs. But whether that happens or not, I don't know. Desardo Marquez has got a full-time contract, and now we're trying to get him out of it. 1.3k a month. Yes, we'll accept that one. You can have an ultimatum. Youthful Guiseley come unstuck, yep. Tom Kirk, the ref, didn't have his best game of his career. We did force Tobin off with broken ribs, so I think we can. I think we can take that one. All Press is injured for a little bit. Thorpe needs to end his goal drought. Well, we'll criticise him, but put an arm around him and say, look, you haven't scored. I've got every faith in you. It's all about positivity. Bertrand's knackered. Taylor was there looking at somebody. Into this we go. Player of the week. Right. Let's hope for some good strikers, although there wasn't much hope of that in the youth preview. Some good wingers, some good centre midfielders, and some rich owners would be great. Owner still is enjoying life at the club. It's gone down. He doesn't love it anymore, so he might be up for selling soon. But yes, there we go. And if you're interested, Peter Morgan is our hot prospect at the club. Yes, he's very good. He's on loan at Gateshead at the moment. He'll probably be back in the first team next season if he was quicker. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll leave that one there. Not a very good episode live on camera. We will win on camera again. I think we have like one win a season on camera. It's very irritating. I think it is because I do rush the episodes a little bit more and I don't go too tactically into it. But it's about the story, isn't it? It's about the story. And we're getting to that point where some of these players may be with us in the Premier League. Patrick Kaminsky could become a legend of this club. Jimmy Curran, if we keep him. Shane Stitt, if we don't have to sell him. Taron Allpress. If Taron Allpress comes with us to the Premier League, that would be absolutely amazing. Coming up from the National League into League One at the moment, who knows? Who knows where we are going to go? Next episode in the Youth Intake Day, we'll be naming our regens after the new Patreons and members on the channel. So if you want to get your name in the game, just become a Patreon. The link is in the description, or become a member. Click that red button and you can just select a little bit of more support for the channel. I don't expect anyone to do it. If you want to do it and you can afford it, then it's more than appreciated. But thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.